Chosen ones, this is not the time to force things to happen. Be still, breathe deeply, and allow what has been promised to find its way into your life. You are standing at a significant turning point, one that should not be overlooked, because something remarkable has been quietly unfolding on your behalf. If you become distracted now, you could miss the very blessing that has been prepared for you through years of unseen work. Hear these words with confidence, not as a mystery but as reassurance for your soul. The message is straightforward yet life-changing. You have entered a season where endless striving is no longer required. Instead, I am inviting you to rest, knowing that the dreams you have carried for so long are already moving in your direction. What you once pursued with relentless effort is now being led back to you according to my purpose and perfect timing. Remain here for a little longer. Listen with an open heart and resist the urge to move on too quickly, because understanding this truth will transform the way you interpret every event unfolding around you. If these words resonate with your spirit, deeper, Amen. For so long, you believed success depended on pushing harder, doing more, and refusing to stop, even when your soul felt exhausted and your heart was weighed down. Now everything is changing. You are entering a new chapter where trust carries greater power than constant effort. This is not a call to become inactive or give up. It is an invitation to walk in harmony with what has already been prepared for you. The quiet desire you felt to slow your pace is not an accident. It is a sign that unseen hands are arranging circumstances in your favor, even now. Obstacles are being lifted from your path, and the dreams you have longed for are being drawn nearer, so you can embrace them without anxiety or endless struggle. Before continuing, take a brief moment to press the like button. Your support helps this message reach others who are believing for their own breakthrough and need this encouragement today. You have carried burdens that were never meant to stay on your shoulders forever. And I have watched you hold on with strength even when no one else understood what you were going through. There were nights you kept going without seeing results, and days when it felt like your efforts disappeared into silence. Yet, none of that was wasted, because every step you took was building something unseen. Now, the work is shifting from your hands to mine, and what you planted is about to return to you in ways you did not expect. This is why I am telling you to rest, because your season of chasing is ending when I say do nothing. I am not asking you to abandon your purpose or ignore your life. I am asking you to release the pressure that has been suffocating your spirit. You have been trying to control outcomes that were never yours to control, and that tension has kept you from seeing what is already forming. As you loosen your grip, you will notice things aligning in ways that feel almost too perfect to be coincidence. Doors will open without struggle. People will come with unexpected help, and opportunities will find you without force. This is not luck. This is my hand moving on your behalf. There is a quiet miracle happening within you even now. Something deeper than circumstances and stronger than fear. I am restoring your peace so you can recognize what belongs to you when it arrives. If your mind stays restless, you may miss the moment I have prepared. And that is why I am calling you into stillness. Rest is not a delay. It is a preparation for receiving. When you are calm, your vision becomes clear and you begin to see the path I have already laid out before you. Type 777 if you trust God. You have wondered why things slowed down when you expected them to speed up and why certain plans fell apart just when you thought they would finally work. The truth is that I was protecting you from outcomes that were not meant for your future. I was redirecting your path, even when it felt like loss, because what is coming requires a different alignment. What you thought was delay was actually refinement, and what you saw as failure was a form of guidance. Now you are closer than ever to what truly belongs to you, and you did not even realize how much had already shifted. Your dreams are not distant. They are moving. They are alive. And they are being carried toward you by my design. You do not need to chase them across endless paths, because I am bringing them into your space at the right time. This is why you feel a sense of quiet anticipation inside you, even if you cannot explain it. Something in your spirit knows that change is near and that your waiting has meaning. That feeling is not imagination. It is confirmation. I see the parts of you that are still afraid to let go of control because you have learned to depend on your own effort for so long. But I am asking you to trust me in a deeper way now. Not with words, but with your actions. When you choose to rest instead of forcing outcomes, you show me that you believe in what I am doing. That trust opens space for greater things to enter your life without resistance. It allows my work to unfold fully without interference from fear or doubt. This moment is not about giving up. It is about stepping into a different kind of strength. One that comes from knowing you are not alone in your journey. I am with you, guiding every step. Even when you cannot see it clearly, I am arranging things beyond your vision, connecting paths you have not yet walked, and preparing outcomes that will make sense when they arrive. You are not falling behind. You are being positioned exactly where you need to be, and as you rest, you will begin to notice that everything is slowly coming together in your favor. How are people moving from financial stress to more comfortable lifestyles so quickly? A CIA-linked study suggests a simple 7-second brain ritual may influence how people respond to opportunities, supported by 4 neuroscience labs. This method is helping individuals improve daily life. Many are now stepping into dream homes, upgrading to luxury cars, and taking luxury vacations. But this page could be deleted at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. This is why things feel slower on the outside, but deeper on the inside. Because the real movement is happening beneath what you can see. Stay grounded in this stillness, because it is carrying you towards something greater than what effort alone could ever bring. There were times when you believed that if you stopped pushing, everything would fall apart. And that fear kept you moving, even when your spirit needed rest. You learned to survive by constant action, by always trying to fix, improve, or control what was happening around you. But now I am showing you that not everything in your life depends on your strength. There are moments where my power takes over, and this is one of those moments. The more you allow yourself to release control, the more clearly you will see my hand guiding your path. Type 1111-2. Affirm. You are not losing momentum by resting. You are gaining clarity. And that clarity will help you recognize what truly belongs in your life. When your mind is constantly busy, it becomes difficult to hear the direction I am giving you. But when you become still, even for a moment, you begin to notice subtle changes that you once overlooked. You begin to see opportunities that do not require struggle, and paths that feel natural instead of forced. This is how you will know you are moving in the right direction, not by pressure, but by peace. I have seen every silent prayer you have carried in your heart, even the ones you could not put into words. I have watched you hold on to hope when it felt like nothing was changing. And I have not forgotten any part of your journey. What you have asked for has not been ignored. It has been prepared with care and timing. There is a difference between something being delayed and something being developed. And what you are experiencing now is development. I am shaping the outcome so it fits your life in a way that brings lasting peace, not temporary excitement. As you rest, you may feel moments where doubt tries to return, whispering that nothing is happening and that you should stop pushing again. But that voice is not from me. It is coming from old patterns that are trying to keep you in a cycle of exhaustion. You have outgrown that way of living, even if it still feels familiar. Now, I am leading you into something different, something that does not require you to constantly prove your worth through effort. Your value has already been established, and your blessings are not based on how hard you struggle. Type yes to receive miracles. What is coming toward you will not feel like something you forced into existence. It will feel like something that naturally belongs in your life. It will arrive in ways that make sense, even if the timing surprises you. You will look back and realize that everything was quietly aligning while you were learning to trust. This is why I am asking you to stay present and not rush ahead of the moment. When you move too quickly, you risk missing what is already within reach. There is also healing happening within you during this time of rest. Healing that goes deeper than what you can see on the surface. You are releasing tension that has built up over time, and that release is making space for something new to enter. If you were still carrying that weight, you would not be able to receive what is coming without resistance. So, I am clearing that space within you, gently and steadily, so that when your dreams arrive, they can settle into your life without struggle. You have carried that burden for so long that it began to feel normal, but it was never meant to be permanent. I am lifting that weight off you piece by piece, teaching you how to live without that pressure. As you let go, you may feel vulnerable at first, but that vulnerability is opening you to something greater. It is allowing you to receive without resistance, to trust without fear, and to move without force. Type 1010 blessings. You are not falling behind just because you are not pushing forward the way you used to. In fact, you are moving in a more powerful way now. Even if it does not look like movement on the surface, I am guiding you through a quiet transformation, one that prepares you to handle what is coming next. If everything came to you before you were ready, it would not bring the peace you are meant to experience. So, I am aligning both your inner world and your outer world at the same time. There are things being arranged for you that you cannot see yet. Connections forming, paths opening, and moments aligning. You may not understand how it is all coming together, but you will see the results soon enough. This is why I am asking you to remain patient and grounded. When you trust the process, you allow it to unfold fully. When you try to control it, you interrupt the flow that is meant to carry you forward. You have reached a point where your effort alone cannot take you any further. This is not a limitation. It is a transition. It means you are stepping into a phase where my guidance becomes more visible in your life. You are no longer doing everything on your own. Even if it once felt that way, I am taking a more active role, and that requires you to step back and allow me to lead. Type 222 to claim miracles. You may notice that certain doors are closing without your effort, and others are opening without your push. This is not random. It is intentional. I am removing what no longer belongs in your life, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. At the same time, I am bringing in what aligns with your future, even if it arrives in unexpected ways. This is why you must stay present and not cling to what is leaving. There is a difference between holding on and holding yourself back. And you are learning to recognize that difference now. Some things you have been trying to keep were never meant to stay. And some things you have been chasing were never meant to be forced. As you release both, you create space for what truly belongs to you. This is where your life begins to feel lighter, clearer, and more aligned. I am not asking you to become inactive. I am asking you to become aware. Awareness allows you to see what is happening without reacting out of fear. It helps you move with intention instead of impulse. When you are aware, you do not feel the need to force outcomes because you trust that everything is unfolding as it should. This is the mindset that will carry you through this season. You have already planted seeds that are beginning to grow, even if you cannot see them yet. Growth does not always happen in visible ways at first. It often begins beneath the surface, where roots are forming and strengthening. That is what is happening in your life right now. The foundation is being built so that what comes next can stand strong. There will be a moment soon when everything starts to make sense. When the pieces begin to come together in a way you did not expect, you will see how the delays, the pauses, and the quiet moments all had a purpose. You will understand why certain things had to happen the way they did. And in that moment, you will feel a deep sense of gratitude. Not because everything was easy, but because everything led you here. You are not being asked to wait without hope. You are being asked to trust with expectation. There is a difference between waiting in fear and waiting in faith. Fear tells you that nothing will happen, while faith tells you that something is already on its way. Right now, I am asking you to choose faith, even if it feels unfamiliar. Because faith is what connects you to what you cannot yet see. What if a top neuroscientist just revealed a method helping thousands of people attract money into their lives? Research connected to the CIA suggests a simple brainwave ritual can influence how you notice and act on opportunities. This seconde technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people shift from financial pressure to improved lifestyles. Many are now living in dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But this information may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. The dreams you have carried are not too big, and they are not too far away. They are simply waiting for the right moment to meet you. That moment is getting closer with every step you take, even if those steps feel small. You do not need to rush toward your dreams because they are already moving toward you. This is the truth you must hold on to. You are not alone in this journey, even in the quiet moments. I am present in every detail, guiding, protecting, and preparing what is ahead. You may not see everything clearly yet, but you are being led in the right direction. And as you continue to rest and trust, you will begin to see the evidence of that more clearly. You are now stepping into a space where everything begins to feel different. Even if nothing around you has visibly changed yet, this is the moment where your inner world starts aligning with what is already being prepared for you. I am not asking you to guess or figure everything out. I am asking you to trust what you feel deep within. That quiet sense of assurance rising inside you is not coming from nowhere. It is coming from me. It is a sign that what you have been waiting for is no longer distant, but drawing closer with every passing moment. There is a stillness surrounding you now that may feel unfamiliar, and sometimes even uncomfortable. You are used to constant motion, to always trying to make something happen. But this stillness is not emptiness. It is fullness waiting to be revealed. It is the pause before something meaningful arrives. The calm before a shift that will change your direction. Do not mistake this silence for absence, because I am present in every part of it. Type 777 if you trust God. You are learning that not every moment requires action, and not every situation requires your intervention. There are things that must unfold naturally, without force or interference. When you step back, you allow those things to take shape in the way they were meant to. This is not about losing control. It is about understanding that some things were never yours to control in the first place. And once you accept that, a new kind of peace begins to take hold of your life. The path ahead of you is not blocked, even if it once seemed that way. It is being cleared step by step, quietly and carefully, so that when you move forward, you do so with ease. What once felt complicated will begin to feel simple, and what once felt distant will begin to feel close. This is the work that is being done behind the scenes. The work you do not have to struggle for. All you are being asked to do is trust and remain present. You may start to notice that your desires are becoming clearer, that you understand more deeply what truly matters to you. This clarity is not something you created on your own. It is something that is being revealed to you. As you rest, you are also being guided, even if you do not see it happening in obvious ways. Your thoughts are being aligned, your priorities are being refined, and your direction is becoming stronger. This is preparation, even if it feels like stillness. Type 1 to affirm. There were times when you felt like you had to fight for everything, where nothing came easily, and every step felt like a challenge. But that season is shifting now, and you are moving into something different. You are moving into a space where things begin to come together without constant resistance. This does not mean your journey will be free from difficulty, but it does mean you are no longer expected to bear every burden by yourself. I am carrying what has become too heavy for you, and I am directing the things that have always been beyond your control. I am not asking you to stop caring about your future or the dreams placed in your heart. I am inviting you to believe that they are already being watched over with greater care than you could ever provide. This is faith in its deeper form. It is more than speaking hopeful words. It is choosing trust through your actions. When you stop trying to force every result and instead find peace in my timing, you reveal your confidence in the work I am doing behind the scenes. There is remarkable strength in knowing when to release your grip. Surrender your need to manage every outcome, and allow my plan to unfold. When you make room by letting go, you create space for blessings that could never enter, while fear and control occupied your heart. That is the season you are stepping into now. Old burdens are falling away. Your spirit is being refreshed, and everything is being arranged for the next chapter of your life. Even if your eyes cannot fully recognize it today, your heart will begin to sense the change more clearly as each day passes. Do not believe the lie that you have fallen behind or missed your opportunity. You are exactly where you need to be. Every promise intended for your life is already making its way toward you, even if you cannot hold it in your hands yet. This quiet season is not empty. It is an essential part of the journey, even when it seems unnoticed by everyone else. Along the way, you will begin to recognize gentle reminders and unexpected moments that reassure you something is changing. Those moments are not accidents. They are quiet confirmations that you are walking the path prepared for you. Through them, I am reminding you that you are never navigating this transition alone and that every step is unfolding according to a greater purpose. Each confirmation is strengthening your faith, helping you remain steady while the full picture is still coming together. Notice these moments with an open heart because they are leading you forward with peace instead of pressure. Your journey has never been about constant motion. Even if it seemed that way for a long time, there are seasons of action and there are seasons of receiving. And right now, you are stepping into a season of receiving. This does not mean you will never act again. It means that for this moment, your role is to allow. You are learning that sometimes the greatest progress comes from stepping back and letting things come together on their own. This is a different kind of strength, one that requires trust instead of effort. The dreams you carry are not random ideas. They are part of a greater design that has been placed within you for a reason. They reflect what you are meant to experience, create, and share with the world. But for those dreams to fully manifest, you must be in a state where you can receive them without resistance. This is why I am guiding you into rest, because it prepares you to accept what is already yours. When you are ready in this way, your dreams do not feel distant. They feel natural. You are closer than you think. Even if nothing around you seems to have changed, yet, the distance between where you are and where you are going is not as wide as it appears. What feels like waiting is actually a final stage of alignment where everything is being brought into place. Once this alignment is complete, movement will happen quickly and naturally. You will not have to force it. You will simply step into it. Why are experts saying this brainwave discovery might soon be removed from the internet? A top neuroscientist has shared CIA-linked findings about a 7-second ritual that may influence financial awareness, verified by 4 neuroscience labs. This technique is helping people move toward improved lifestyles. Many are now living in dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But access to this information may not last long. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. I am not asking you to ignore your life or stop caring about your future. I am asking you to trust that your future is already being taken care of. There is a difference between caring and controlling. And right now, I am asking you to release control. Let go of the need to figure everything out and allow things to unfold at the right time. This is where peace begins to replace anxiety and where clarity starts to replace confusion. Everything that is meant for you is already on its way. Even if you cannot see it yet, it is moving through circumstances, through people, through moments that have not yet arrived. You are not waiting for something to begin. You are in the middle of something that has already begun. And as you continue to rest, you will begin to feel a quiet confidence growing within you. A sense that everything is going to work out. That feeling is not false hope. It is truth rising within you. There was a time when you believed that if you stopped trying so hard, everything would slip away from you. That belief came from the pain of past disappointments, from moments where you felt like you had to carry everything on your own. But you are no longer in that place. Even if your mind sometimes tries to take you back there, you are in a new season now, one where I am holding things together for you. And as you begin to trust that, you will feel a weight lifting that you did not even realize you were carrying. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. Resting in this moment does not mean you are doing nothing. Even if it appears that way on the outside, it means you are allowing what has already been set in motion to reach you without interference. You are creating space for what is meant for you to arrive naturally. without resistance or delay. This is why your stillness is so important right now, because it is part of the process. When you are calm, you become open, and when you are open, you can receive fully. You may begin to notice that things start happening in ways that feel almost effortless, as if they are coming together on their own. That is because they are not being forced by your effort, they are being guided by my design. You will see connections forming, opportunities appearing, and situations resolving without the struggle you once expected. This is how you will know that you are in alignment with what I am doing. It will not feel heavy. It will feel right. There is also a lesson in this moment that goes deeper than your current situation. I am teaching you that your life does not have to be a constant battle. You have been conditioned to believe that struggle is the only path to success. But that is not always true. There are moments where ease replaces effort, where flow replaces force, and where peace replaces pressure. You are being introduced to that kind of life now. One where you move with purpose instead of panic. Type 2222 to receive miracles. You are not being left behind while others move ahead. Even if it looks that way on the surface, what you cannot see is the preparation happening in your life, the alignment that is taking place behind the scenes. Others may be moving quickly, but not everything that moves fast is built to last. What I am preparing for you is steady, lasting, and deeply rooted. It will not disappear as quickly as it arrives, because it is being built with intention. There is a peace that is beginning to settle within you, even if it comes and goes at times. That peace is not random. It is a sign that you are beginning to trust the process. The more you lean into that feeling, the stronger it will become. It will guide you in ways that logic cannot, helping you make choices that feel right, even when they do not make perfect sense. This is part of learning to walk with me. Not just in action, but in trust. You have already done more than enough to reach this point, even if it feels like there is still more to do. The truth is that the most important part of your journey right now is not about doing more. It is about allowing more. Allowing yourself to rest, allowing yourself to trust, and allowing things to unfold without constant interference. This is where you begin to see the difference between forcing outcomes and receiving them. Your dreams are not waiting for you to become perfect before they arrive. They are already aligned with who you are becoming, even now. You do not need to fix everything about yourself before good things can come into your life. You are already enough to receive what has been prepared for you. This is something you need to understand deeply because it changes how you see yourself and your journey. As you continue in this place of rest, you may feel moments where you are tempted to go back to old habits of control. That is natural because change takes time to settle. But each time you choose to trust instead of force, you strengthen this new way of living. You teach yourself that you are safe, even when you are not in control. And that realization brings a freedom you have not fully experienced before. Everything that is meant for you is already finding its way to you, even now. It is moving through paths you cannot see, through timing you do not control, and through circumstances that are aligning in your favor. You are not responsible for making it happen. You are responsible for being ready to receive it. And that readiness comes from rest, from trust, and from letting go of unnecessary pressure. Why is an NYC neuroscientist break their silence about a hidden brain ritual? Reports say their attorneys are trying to shut this page down after CIA-linked research revealed a brainwave method connected to attracting money. This 7-second practice, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people move away from financial stress into more stable lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. If you are seeing this now, consider yourself lucky, because this page may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are not alone in this moment, even if it feels quiet around you. I am present in every step, guiding you gently without force. I am leading you toward what belongs to you, even when the path feels unclear. And as you continue to trust, you will begin to see that nothing in your life is happening by accident. Everything is part of a greater plan that is unfolding perfectly. This is your time to step back from the noise, to release the urgency that has been driving you, and to embrace a different way of moving through life. It is a way that is rooted in peace, guided by trust, and supported by my presence. You are not losing anything by resting. You are gaining everything that truly matters. And as you stay in this place, you will begin to see your dreams coming to you in ways you never expected. The timing of your life is not the same as anyone else's, and it does not need to be. You are on your own path, guided in your own way, and everything is unfolding according to that design. Right now, a quiet covering surrounds your life, keeping you from walking into paths that were never meant for you. There may be moments when closed doors or delayed answers leave you wondering why things did not happen as you expected. But every delay has a purpose. I am steering you away from what would only drain your strength and leading you toward what will truly bring lasting good. Although this season may seem difficult to understand, it is shaping you in ways that cannot yet be seen. You are being prepared to receive blessings differently than before. A heart that receives must first be willing to remain open, and true openness is born from trust. As fear loosens its grip and doubt begins to fade, you become ready to welcome what has been prepared for you without questioning your worthiness. This is one of the most meaningful lessons along your journey, to accept what is given with confidence instead of hesitation. Every step is teaching you that you do not have to earn what has already been lovingly prepared. You are simply learning to embrace it with gratitude, peace, and faith. Everything you have endured has been leading you to this very moment, including the seasons that once seemed painful, uncertain, or impossible to understand. None of those experiences were wasted. Every challenge, every disappointment, and every victory has shaped your character and prepared you for the next chapter. The person you are becoming is ready to carry what is coming. That is why I am inviting you to rest instead of exhausting yourself with endless striving. The work required for this season has already been completed. Now is the time to trust the process that is unfolding before you. The dreams placed within your heart are not random wishes. They are woven into the purpose I have designed for your life. Those dreams reach beyond your own success. They are connected to something far greater than yourself. As they come to life, they will bring hope, encouragement, and blessing not only to you but also to the people whose lives will be touched through your journey.